What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get back on what's happening in Vietnam. As you guys are well aware, Vietnam's situation is not the same as the Iraqi dinars. When it comes to Vietnam, I'm looking for both short-term and long-term investment opportunities. But I gotta say this, over the last few months, when I've been reading more and more about Iraq as well as Vietnam, they definitely are the two places that you should consider after the RV happens in investing into if you want to make your money grow. There is some real great opportunities for investors to jump in on this and make some pretty good money back on their investment. Vietnam continues to just reach out internationally, and they're making a lot of new friends, and they're really expanding, and they are expanding quick. All right, and I'll show what I'm talking about here in a second. A quick reminder, everybody, that we have the Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes Facebook group. I will leave a link in the description. You could come here. We talk about current events as well as those things that you might consider to be a conspiracy. We also have Pimpy's Investment Chat, which is the same name as my YouTube channel. You can come here. We talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as other foreign currency investments. So the links are in the description. It is free to do so. Come on in and check us out. Vinamilk enters the EAEU market. Sounds like a damn video game. So Vietnam's dairy producer Vinamilk is officially allowed to export milk products to the Euro-Asian Economic Union, the EAEU, under supervision of the union's custom agencies. Now, this is big because this particular union, the Euro-Asian Economic Union, is really strict about who comes in and who is allowed to do business with them, especially when it comes to dairy products. So this is pretty good news. Vinamilk is also the first dairy company in Vietnam to have successfully registered on the list of organizations and individuals that are allowed to export milk to the EAEU region. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm really happy for them. So yeah, the EAEU is a common market of 5 countries, including Russia, Belarus, Armenia, Kazakhstan, and I believe it's called Kyrgyzstan, and an economic region with good growth, with a gross domestic product of, this is US dollars, 1.9 trillion and a population of 183 million as of 2018. The EAEU alliances, though nearly established in 2015, is an area with great development potential. So once again, look, this is something that Vietnam has been wanting to do. They want to continue to grow. They want to reach out internationally, and the United States has been doing a great job about helping that happen. So what does this mean for the Vietnam dong holders? Well, what this means is the stronger this economy becomes, the stronger their currency becomes. Eventually, they're going to have to continue to change the rate. Now, it has been growing slowly but surely. Okay, but eventually they're going to have to stop manipulating their currencies and really grow. All right, so we're keeping an eye on that, and that's what we're watching for. But I'm also keeping an eye on a lot of these different companies that I'm considering investing in long term. But Vietnam, without a doubt, their mutual fund, which is VNM, is one of those mutual funds that I definitely want to be invested into. I'm recording. Vietnam's hospitality affordable business hotels offer good opportunities for rebound. It's not just Vietnam in which people are going to benefit from traveling. Let me just say this. Once we are done with quarantine, it is going to be the year of travel everywhere. If you ever in your lifetime wanted to travel, I say get ready. Start storing up now. Right now is a perfect time if you can afford to do so. Start saving some bucks and get ready to travel. There are going to be some of the greatest travel opportunities you've ever seen. Flights are going to be cheap. Cruises are going to be cheap. Hotels are going to be cheap. Travel packages are going to be extremely affordable. And you're going to be able to take advantage of those. So, come on, RV, because I got a lot of traveling I want to do. That's for dang sure. The Rona pandemic has been the defining headline of 2020, a humanitarian challenge that will have lasting effects on how people live, work, and play. I don't think it's that dramatic. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we've never dealt with pandemics before. We have. As a matter of fact, we had one worse than the Rona, And that was the H1N1. People seem to have forgotten about that. While many industries have been negatively impacted by the Rona, the travel and hospitality industries have suffered the greatest setbacks. Of course they have, because you can't get near one another. With international travel bans, social distancing measures, and significant reduction in the operations of public transportations, hotels and resorts have become deserted, and many have become forced to temporarily shut down. According to Vietnam's National Administration for Tourism, the number of food and beverage and accommodation businesses halting activities in the first quarter for 2020 increased by 29% year on year, and the outbreak has caused an estimated 5.9 to 7.7 billion in losses for Vietnam's tourism sections in the first 3 months of the year. It's going to see a strong rebound. I don't have any doubt about that. People are so tired of being locked up in all the BS that they're going through between everything that is happening. They're going to want to go out and just, relax and have a good time. Nonetheless, the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism has announced plans to stimulate the tourism market, with an initial focus on domestic travel. The stimulus program, devised alongside with the local government and transportation and travel companies, will offer attractive promotions and encourage domestic consumers to travel. That's going to be the same everywhere. As a matter of fact, I'm already seeing great deals happening for Disneyland of all the places. All right. Also, if you guys Google this, did you know that Disneyland offers night passes? There are special dates throughout the year in which you could buy a pass. After the park closes, you can go there and ride all the rides. Can you imagine? With probably like 10% of the people that are there throughout the day. I highly recommend it. It's something I'm looking into. I want to go to Disneyland. Working groups funded to promote foreign investment. While we love this is what I'm talking about. I got to give credit to Vietnam. They have been doing a lot of focusing on, putting money and making sure that they have groups that are working on foreign investment opportunities and promoting that opportunity for foreigners. Okay, did that make sense? No? Yeah? No? A working group in charge of promoting foreign investments has just been founded under the Prime Minister's decision. Founded? What do you mean? I've been reading articles after articles about a bunch of different groups. The working group was founded in the context that Vietnam was expected to arise as a destination for investment in the global production shift away from China. Excuse me here, article. I do believe I've been talking about that now for a few months, saying that people in other countries are moving out of China and into Vietnam, as well as the other surrounding South Asian countries, South China Sea countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines. Yeah, I said that long ago. The working group will be led by Deputy Prime Minister Pham Binh Yen. Try that. That's like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but it's just a Vietnamese version of it. Other members from the Foreign Ministry of Planning and Investment, the Government's Office, the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Public Securities, Finance, Industries, and Trade, Agriculture, Rural Development, Science and Technology, Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs, Information and Communication, and State Bank of Vietnam. Just to name, a couple. Anyways, of course, this is not news. We know this. Vietnam is wanting to expand internationally, and they are absolutely, positively taking advantage of the fact that the world is pissed off at China. All right, so the M&A deal, top priorities to joint industrial real estate. So, look, not to get into this article, but I've been saying for a long time now, if you had the money to do so, investing in real estate in Vietnam is big, especially when it comes to warehouses that are already built or huge office spaces, all right? And this company goes on to talk about how there is this company called Villa Glacia is listing 448.35 million shares on the Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange. This is another one of those companies that you should think about. This, I believe, is their ticker, GELEX, because they specialize in dealing with large acquisitions of office spaces and buildings. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. As usual, when it comes to Vietnam, it's a little bit different. And there is a lot still going on. I love reading articles every day Although I don't report on them every day, I do get a kick out of the fact that there's not a lot of negative information coming out of Vietnam, and that's a good thing. And there has been a lot of great news coming out of Iraq as well, with that exception of the fact that, well, somebody turned over the treasury to Al-Qademi with no money in it. We'll see how that pans out. All right, you guys, let's say sayonara for now, and I'll catch you on the next video.